Hi YouTube, this is a quick response to Bubbamick. Hi there Mike, your video criticising Coughlan. Sorry if it's so echoey. I'm in one of the tutorial rooms at work. Look, these are glass box rooms, look, walls of glass to stop us molesting students. But yeah, this is a response to your video about Coughlan. It's a bit of a weird video really, but the problem I have with that video and the criticism of Coughlan and of Coughlan is it's about this rational irrational thing, I think, because you know, I don't think the criticisms are terribly valid, to be honest, that you're making there, Mike, but I think they're not valid because of something that Coughlan is doing. And if you watch this, Richard, feel free to ignore it. It's because, you know, what you're saying there, what you're criticising in Coughlan there, Mike, is his lack of a rational argument, and he's resorting to insult or resorting to emotional display or temper tantrums or, you know, perhaps excessive expressivity or something like that, you know what I mean? But that's what he does, you know what I mean? And to be honest with you, I think, and this is just my opinion, I think that's Coughlan's strength. I mean, one of my favourite videos, I have to say, is the video that Coughlan did taking the piss out of the National Organisation of Marriage Gathering Storm video. It was hysterical, it was really funny. You know, I've still got these words like, I think it's jumper wearing twat, which is this fantastic insult he gave of, you know, of the characters in that awful NOM video. And it's good, not because it's a rational argument, or it has some basis in fact, I guess, but it's not that, it's because it's just a fantastic rant and a fantastic turning over of material, you know what I mean? It's not even ponage, it's something else, you know, and I think Coughlan does that really well, just do. And where I think some of Coughlan's work is weak, and weaker than it has been, sorry if you watch this, Richard, it's when he tries to be rational, you know what I mean? Some of the videos he's been putting out are, you know, contain like research and statistics and facts and attempt to carefully articulate various positions, which I guess is fine. But, you know, as soon as you do that, you are in the land of the rational, and rational is all about measurement and carefully controlled, articulated, laid out, organised material, you know, and facts. They're all about holding a ruler up against the world. That's where rational comes from, I think, about, you know, ratios, about taking a measurement of the world and making it all kind of architecturally coherent. And there's a place for that, for sure, and Thunderfoot, the nemesis in this little drama, Thunderfoot, in some of his videos at least, does that. Now, Thunderfoot is criticised when he fails to do the rational thing, when he doesn't hold his ruler straight, or when he puts a thumb on the scales and finds Islam particularly offensive, or whatever it is, you know what I mean? He's criticised when he's not being fully rational. I think, because his strength is in his rationality. Coughlan's strength for me is in his ability to take all the pieces of chess pieces on the board, not play the game rationally, sorry to mix my metaphors, but just to throw those pieces up in the air in a really chaotic and abandoned and playful way, you know. That's where I think that's where I think his strength lies, myself. And it could, in a sense, be a great foil for the kinds of things that Thunderfoot and Concordance and Aaron Ra and Prof MTH and, you know, the more coolly presenting rationalists. You know, because if there is an atheist community, I don't really buy it completely, but if there is an atheist community, it isn't a community of just the rational, is it? I wouldn't have thought. It's a community of people who have problems with God, and those problems are all kinds of problems. They're not just rational problems, they're irrational problems, and they're angry problems, and they're chaotic problems, you know what I mean? It's that kind of community. It's a community of difference, not a community of similarity. And I personally value Coughlan the most when he just throws everything to the wind, you know what I mean, just says fuck it. And I value Thunderfoot the most when he carefully measures his facts, you know. And I even value Pat Condell a little bit. I'm a bit bored of him, but, you know, because he is a good orator. So, and I value him best when he's doing the rhetoric, you know. So if it is a community, it's a community that takes all sorts to make a world, doesn't it? You know what I mean? But certainly in terms of what you're talking about there, Mike, measuring Coughlan and finding wanting because he isn't rational enough, I think is just measuring against the wrong measure. You need to throw out the measures. Richard, you need to throw out the rationality, in my humble opinion. And let yourself get a bit mental, man. You know what I mean? Or not. Anyway, that's my 2 cents. Thank you very much. Good night.